My name is Wisdom Wealth, and this is my story. Who said life is fair? That was the first question that pumped into my head that morning as I slapped my thigh to kill the mosquito perching on it. I could not see it cause of the night, but I could feel its presence due to the excruciating pain I was feeling at that particular area. I woke up with a rumbling stomach which hindered me from having a good sleep, combined with the never-ending mosquitoes sound overing all around. I had slept off the previous day after a tedious hawking in the hot sun, and I forgot to eat my dinner, which brought about the tumbling stomach. I touched my mum's bed, which consists of a little bed that has wore off, remaining a little part, and just as I expected, she was not on the bed. I quickly knelt down, say some quick prayer before picking up my mat, which I rolled together, and I placed it at the back of the door where Mom has instructed me to always keep it. I opened the window and stared at the sky, trying to picture what the time could be, cause there was no watch or clock to know the actual time in our house. I found out that it was still pretty early in the morning, probably 5 a.m., and I decided to go look out for my mum, even though I could barely see the ground except from the little rays of light from the moon. I saw my mum outside the house blowing air at the fire she had made. A small pot could be seen on top of 3 set stones which do serve as our kitchen, and I knew at that moment that it is my food she is trying to make warm. I stood immensely at the door with tears tripping down my eyes as I tried cleaning them off with the back of my palm, which kinda triggered her attention on me. And she turned back with a bright smile on which I could easily see with the aid of the fire close to her, and she stood up, took a few steps toward me, and placed me in a tight hug, which seems like the best thing I needed at that moment. "Don't cry, my son. Today is too special for you. So please don't cry," she said in her ever-cool and adorable voice, wiping my tears with the edge of wrapper. "Mum," I called slowly, raising my head to stare at her blinking eyes in her beautiful look. "Yes, my jewel," she replied with a sweet smile again, which triggered mine. "I will take care of you, Mum. I will work so hard and face my studies like my life depend on it. I promise you today," I exclaimed with so much assuring confidence, and she tightened the hug on me. "I believe you, son. You are trying so hard already. I'm sorry for making pass through this tribulation and struggles of life at this early age," she replied in a cracked voice, trying to hold the tears which later failed her as her drop of tears fell on my jaws, and I cried along with her. "I love you, Mum." "I love you too, my son," she replied with a forceful smile, trying to act strong. "Now go and start the preparations for your new school," she said, and disengaged, watching me as I walked slowly toward the door. "Atuta MMA," I turned back and greeted her in my local dialect, and she smiled. "I thought you won't greet me today, because you are becoming a big boy now," she said amidst funny countenance, and smiled, making a dash into the house to do my morning chores as the day was getting brighter already. Sorry for my manners, I forgot to introduce myself. I was taken away with that emotional chit-chat with my sweet mum, my all in all, and my best of the best. A 16-years-old boy introduce into the crawl world of struggles at the tender age of 9. My dad was a well-to-do young man with 2 companies in Lagos and here in Imo State. According to my mom, he died untimely through food poisoning, and my mom was accused of killing him. She was chased out into the street with a tender me, chased out with nothing to survive upon by my father families. My mum hawk on the street for years just to take care of me. The little she could, we had slept at People Baconi, under the bridge, and so many other nasty places. Until my mum gathered a little money, which she used to rent this small house with a room and parlor, and it has served us a great help, and hope at least it is a place I can call a home. Life in the street is not easy. That was what I have been made to understand in my tender age. My mum saved a little money, and she used it to start a small petty business, selling foodstuffs outside the house. And she stopped her hawking on the street, which I picked up out of lack of chances in other to be able to assist her the little I can. I hawk from Monday to Friday when I'm back from school, and on Saturday I hawk all around the clock, resting only on Sunday, and it never for once affect my academics. I was awarded a scholarship by the board in my school due to my excellent result every year to continue my study at the prestigious King's College, Owerri.